Hello, fourth grade, and welcome to lesson 10-5. This is your last lesson in topic 10, and we're going to work on modeling with math. So this is, again, using visual representations and drawings to help show what we're going to be doing. Let's go ahead and watch our short video lesson, and then we will jump into our notes and guided practice together as always.
How can you represent a situation with a math model? Mr. Finn gives the amount of snacks shown to the baseball team's coach every time the team wins a game. How many total pounds of snacks does Mr. Finn give the coach after the baseball team wins 3 games? What hidden question do you need to find and solve first? How many total pounds of snacks does Mr. Finn give the coach when the baseball team wins 1 game? How can you model with math? You can use previously learned concepts and skills. Find and answer any hidden questions. Use bar diagrams and equations to represent and solve this problem. Let P equal the pounds of snacks after 1 game. What is P?
Select your answer.
So here we need to figure out how much he gives them after 1 game. So we know he gets 3/8 pounds of red licorice and 4/8 pounds of peanuts. So 4/8 plus 3/8, remember we're only adding the numerators and our denominator stays the same. So 3 plus 4, that stays over the same denominator of 8. 3 plus 4 is 7. So we know they get 7/8 pound of snacks after 1 game.
P equals 3/8 plus 4/8, or 7/8 of a pound. Let T equal the total pounds of snacks after 3 games. T equals 3 times 7/8, which equals 21/8. Rename 21/8 as a mixed number. T equals 2 5/8 pounds. Mr. Finn gives the coach 2 5/8 pounds of snacks after the team wins 3 games.
Okay, so now we've seen how to show addition and multiplication, or review how to show those using bar diagrams. And these are things that we've done in multiple lessons before. But let's go ahead now and jump into our notes and our guided practice. And again, this is a review of things that we've already worked on. So all of this should look super familiar to you. So at the top, we have our title, 10-5 model with math. How can you represent a situation with a math model? Like we said, you can use skills and strategies and concepts that I've learned before. You can find and answer the hidden question, and you can use a bar diagram and equations to represent and solve your problem. So for our first example question here, it says Pierre's mother owns an ice cream shop. She puts 3/12 cup of vanilla extract and 1/12 cup of almond extract in each 10-gallon batch of ice cream. How much total extract does she use to make 5 batches of ice cream? So over here, I've annotated our question. I've circled the numbers and underlined the important parts. I've underlined what they're asking us to do. So what do I know? I know 3/12 cups of vanilla plus 1/12 cup of almond extract go into each 10-gallon batch. So my hidden question is, how much total extract is used for 1 batch? So I'm going to use B to equal the total in 1 batch. And I'm going to add the 3/12 vanilla plus the 1/12 of the almond extract. Now, in order to show this using a bar diagram, you are going to put the B on top because that's going to be our total. And then underneath that, you're going to put the 2 parts that you know, the 3/12 for the vanilla and the 1/12 for the almond. And then you're going to add them together the way we normally add fractions. So we're going to add just the numerators, and then the denominator will stay the same. So 3/12 plus 1/12 equals 4/12 cup of extract. So she needs 4/12 cup of extract in one 10-gallon batch. Now, the main question is asking me, how much is she going to use for 5 batches? So I'm going to use T to represent my total for 5 batches. So T is going to be 5 times that 4/12 a cup of extract. Now I can rewrite that as 5 times 4, and all of that is going to be over 12, and that's going to equal 5 times 4 is 20, so 20 over 12. T is equal to 20 over 12, and I can rewrite that improper fraction as a mixed number. So 20 over 12 is the same thing as 12 over 12 plus another 8 over 12. So she uses a total of 1 8/12 cup of extract for 5 batches. Now let's take a look at another example. It says Perry mixed 5/8 gallon of red paint and 3/8 gallon of yellow paint to make the right shade of orange paint. He needs 2 gallons of orange paint to paint the basement floor. How many gallons of red and yellow paint should Perry use to make enough orange paint to cover the floor? So we know that one batch of paint, the 5/8 plus the 3/8, gives us 8/8. So my one batch is 1 gallon. So he needs 2 gallons. So he's going to need twice as much paint for each one of those. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the red paint times 2 and the yellow paint times 2. So R is going to be the red paint in 2 batches, and Y is going to be my yellow paint in 2 batches. So 5/8 times 2 and 3/8 times 2. Now remember, we're only multiplying our whole number times our numerator. So 5 times 2 is going to give us 10. And that 10 is still going to be over the same denominator of 8. So 10/8 is the same thing as saying 8/8 plus 2 more 8s. And that tells us that he needs 1 2/8 gallon of red paint. For the yellow paint, he needs 3/8 times 2. So 3/8 times 2 is 6/8. So he needs 6/8 gallon of yellow paint. Now altogether, he needs the 1 2/8 gallon of red paint and the 6/8 gallon of yellow paint to cover the entire floor. Now, if we want to find the total of both of these, we can add these two together, and we're still going to come up with 2 gallons. So 1 2/8 plus 6/8 is going to give us 1 8/8, which is the same thing as saying 2 whole. All right, let's take a look at our guided practice. Our first guided practice question says, Colton and his classmates are making a map of the streets that they live on. How much green and black felt does his teacher need to buy so that 5 groups of students can each make a map? Now, we know that the felt needed for each map, they need 4/6 sheet of green felt and 5/6 sheet of black felt. So G is going to equal my green felt for 5 students, and B is going to equal my black felt for 5 students. So G is going to be 5 times 4/6, and B is going to be 5 times 5/6. Now I drew a bar diagram for each one of these. So G for the green, I drew my 5 equal parts with 4/6 in each one. I wrote my equation, G equals 5 times 4/6. And for the black felt, I put 5 equal parts and each one has 5/6 in it. My equation is B equals 5 times 5/6. Now to solve, we do the green first. 5 times 4 is going to give me 20 over 6. Now I know 6 goes into 23 times because 6 times 3 is 18. And then we still have 2 more pieces to make it 19 and then 20. So it's 3 2/6 pieces of green felt. And for the blue felt, 5 times 5 will give you 25 over 6. That's the same thing as saying 4 groups of 6 plus 1/6 extra, because 6 times 4 is 24, plus the 1 extra piece will give me 25. Now, our second question said, what is the total amount of felt that's used for 5 students? So T is going to be my total, and it's going to go on top of my bar diagram. I'm going to add the total of the green and the total of the black. So 3 2/6, and then 4 1/6. I wrote my equation, T equals 3 2/6 plus 4 1/6. I added the whole numbers first. 3 and 4 is 7, 2/6 plus 1/6 is 3/6. We know 3/6 can be simplified or rewritten as 1/2. So they need 7.5 sheets of felt for all 5 students. All right, that's it for this review lesson. Please make sure you go over all of your notes and your guided practice, review your videos so that you are ready for your math test. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have an amazing day. Take care. Bye-bye.